Yeah, at 7:06 Medina. There's still time to come out, check out our last game, and then we're going to do a Heart of the Swarm show match.
Definitely. So I am ESC Songers, and
I am Tanik.
And so we will be co-casting this game of TubbyTheFat versus Ryze.
And just while this game's loading, I want to shout out to our sponsors again. We got Twitch TV, we got Playgrounds, who are offering up Fan Expo passes for our consolation prize. Toshiba, who's providing all the gaming rigs here. And Gaming PC, who I believe we're giving out a code so you can get some discounts on some extra peripherals when you buy a PC from them.
I think those giveaways are actually going to happen probably after all these games complete, and especially we also have 4 Heart of the Swarm beta keys that will also be given out after this show match. So it looks like both of the players are in the lobby right now. Just going to see if they're ready, and do I get the thumbs up? And I do get the thumbs up from our production, and so here comes the game. Get ready for it. It's going to be a PVZ.
Yep, PVZ on Cloud Kingdom, so we get to see all matchups today.
Excellent. Excellent to see.
Oh no, almost all.
I really like Tubby's names.
Yeah.
You have his normal name. You have TubbyTheFat, which is already pretty funny. But this is his, apparently his elite tournament only name, Emma Stone. Good actress. Good actress.
Yeah.
Very nice
Odd
actress.
Smurf name.
All right.
All right, so here in the north, we got coL.Ryze spawning as the red Zerg.
And he is going against... Are you ready for some Stone Cold Fox? And who says that is going to be the orange Protoss, Emma Stone, also known as TubbyTheFat.
Should we know he's from Team Infinity 7?
Ryze
To the occasion.
Ryze is just, dishing out all the bad puns right now. Some banter going on between the players here. But when we were setting up this game, it was getting pretty intense in the player booths right back over there, with some talks about shirts coming off. But it looks like none of that is going to be happening because it's not that type of party right now.
Nope, not yet anyway.
So it looks like a pilot's going down for Tubby here. Going to go for that Forge Fast expansion in the front. Let's both rise together, says Ryze. There's just so much bad puns you can do with his name right now.
That's true. I love when the players do banter. It gives you a good insight into their personality. You don't get the chance to go to the events. You don't get to meet them, It's not all of them stream. Nice to get some almost humanity behind them.
No, that's for sure. I always knew you were the one. There's a bit of I don't know if you knew, but there's a bit of a backstory. There's a little bit of a love triangle going on here between Emma Stone and Ryze.
Oh, yeah?
Ryze asked Emma Stone out once and was rejected, but now it's kind of awkward. They're in an awkward stage. The probes attacking the larva.
Still gotta see each other.
Not all the time. Spending
friends.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough. It went all eggy. So a little shout out to Eggy there. I don't know if they're actually talking about you or just talking about eggs in general. But it looks like the Forge is going to be going down after the Nexus. So Nexus first going down for Tubby here, blocking the expansion for Ryze, just being a little bit more annoying. Still going around in circles, chomping away. It looks like Ryze doesn't have enough yet. It just got enough to put down his hatchery, and there it goes. Getting the hatchery down.
Yes, we're seeing the typical Forge fast expand. You'll notice he put down the Nexus first because he didn't scout any kind of pool. If he had scouted a pool, he would put the Forge down first.
Definitely. It's always interesting to see how players make this wall off here for the Forge fast expand. I've got people who say you should put your Forge at the bottom because, if a Baneling bust does happen, the strongest building is at the place where it's the shortest amount of distance to your ramp. I don't know if that made any sense. I feel like that totally went over a lot of people's heads. But Zerglings coming out now. 2 Zerglings are going to be able to just grab the watchtowers, do a little bit of a scout. Actually, 4 Zerglings. Might even actually catch this probe over here. But he's just going to be scouting out the 3rd, checking out that timing there, seeing what's going to go on. And pylon block does go down.
Always love the pylon block. Do it every time myself.
I always find that when I do a pylon block, I get so focused and into that pylon block, I don't make any probes at home.
That's why I don't do the dance. I just place the pylon and
just place it anyways, right? Just take it and go. Take it and go. So the Forge is down. Gateway is also down. So we got a pretty nice little wall off there. Going to prevent any links from getting by once that Zealot comes out. And here comes the pylon. Going to be able to be sniped by those Zerglings. And a gas going down for Emma Stone.
So yeah, as we said, pretty standard so far. We're seeing gas now from TubbyTheFat as well. And
I'm half expecting Ryze to make some sort of Batman kind of joke here about rising or whatnot.
Yeah,
he should. That would actually be pretty cool. But drones getting transferred over right now. Still no gas being taken. Probably going to be taking both of those gas around the 6-minute mark. It's pretty standard Zerg play here. Overlord getting a good scout of the whole base here. Even more gas going down for Tubby here. You know, a really strong build I like to do on this map is the Immortal Sentry push. It does a lot of...
my favorite.
Yeah, it's really strong, especially if you can get that third base. It's a really nice place to put some force fields down, especially over there, blocking off any sort of roach attack or any wraparound. Now, with this Cybercore down, we'll be seeing if he's going to go for any sort of +1. That's usually a tell of any pressure is going to be coming out for the Protoss player here. But it looks like he's going to be...
We're actually seeing Stalkers before Observer Sentries. Sorry. Wow.
Stalker before Observer.
Stalkers before Sentries, and typically you see the Sentries early to kind of push them back. They try and do an early push so that your cannons can get some hits in.
Yeah, just to be a little more safe here from any sort of Zerg counterattack. Those force fields are actually so key to any sort of early play. And we see the choice of tech for Tubby here is going to be the Stargate.
Nice.
Stargate, you know, he could clear out the Overlords around the map. He could harass the third. But also, you know, just to prevent any sort of, I guess, roach attack. And also getting a robo as well, right in the vision of the Overlord. Possibly trying to take it out before he sees that Stargate. But I think the Overlord is going to make it, and there he goes. He does see the Stargate, knowing exactly what sort of tech his opponent's going to be using.
Alright, so we see the Roach Warren coming down now for Ryze. He's also got his Evolution Chamber on the way, so we'll see upgrades there. Hopefully he'll be able to match TubbyTheFat's upgrades. Always important.
Doesn't look like Tubby's getting any upgrades still right now. First Phoenix is going to be popping out. I'm wondering if he's going to be going a lot of Phoenix, or he's going to be making about 2 and then following up with a Void Ray just to be able to lift some Queens and do some damage that way. The lair is going up. The third base is done for Ryze. He's going to be moving those drones, doing their mining thing. And with that Evo Chamber up, you know, pretty easy way to get those spores down. And he does scout the third base there.
And that's somewhat of an early third for Protoss, especially if you're going Stargate, which doesn't have quite the defending capabilities of some other builds.
Exactly.
At least until you get those Void Rays.
No, that's for sure. And, you know, no cannons coming down at that third base either. So, you know, and there goes... That's not even a cannon. So here comes the cannons I was just talking about there. So great stuff there. Going to be able to defend. And I like the Immortal play. So he's going to be making these Phoenixes do the harass, clear out the Overlords. But he's also going to have the Immortal out for any sort of Roach counterattack that might come. Yeah.
Now, it should be worth noting that he hasn't put on any pressure yet. So Ryze has just had the option to just drone. I bet if we take a look at his drone count, it's just, yeah, look at it. He's 69 already. By
69 drones. That's the power of Zerg there. That's the scary part. And, you know, as a Protoss player, once you get to this place, you're like, oh, man, I haven't done any sort of attack at all. You start getting worried. You're like,
yeah, definitely.
I wonder how many workers he has. But I guess, you know, the pressure that Tubby is doing here, he's getting his expansion as well. And that's the sort of pressure he's going to put back on the Zerg. Because a 3-base Protoss is still a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So typically you want to be 1 base ahead as the Zerg, so if he doesn't get that 4th up soon, he's actually going to be kind of behind.
Even footing, yeah, behind on even footing. So here comes the 5 Phoenixes that are out for Tubby. He's going to start moving across the map, even building a wall off here at his ramp to the natural, and so the only entrance to his base is going to be at this third here.
Yeah, which is very small, and they're not going to see any Ling runs bys, really. So with the Phoenixes, they scout the 4th going up, and they're going to go cause some damage.
So here comes one Queen. Queen's going to be lifted up. And boom, there goes the Queen being taken out.
Just gotta watch. So we got the Spore Crawler coming down. It's going to fend off this Queens, but they're still going to do quite a bit of damage. We're losing quite a bit of probes here.
Yeah, quite a couple of drones going down. Some Lings coming out. Infestation Pits also finished. And there's the Spire going down as well. So Phoenix getting a great scout of the whole entire map before the Zerg. And it's just picking off drones here and there. Yeah.
So 8 workers killed already.
So he's evening up the supply account in terms of workers a bit. Has his army postured in position to defend this third. And it looks like we have a message. Go away, Jonathan Wright. We are trying to do a cast right now. And with these Phoenixes being able to scout this whole map, Protoss is in a pretty good position. He knows exactly what's going on. He has no way of stopping this attribute from going up. But at least he knows it's going up, so he can prepare for it.
Yeah. So we got 7 Infestors on the way now. If they get a lucky fungal on, those Phoenixes could just die in one fell swoop.
Exactly. The fungal along with the infested Terrans. Yeah, especially trying to do some kind of like Mutalisk, Jadon Mutalisk micro over there. And yeah, so Tubby has done quite a bit of damage to Ryze than Ryze has done to him. And now getting the upgrades, +1 weapons almost finishing. Berserker's already starting +2 for both melee and Carapace.
We have the second Forge coming down now. So we'll get double upgrades as well for the Protoss.
And still, you know, that Overseer
coming down as well. And the Twilight Council. So we're up in this tech pretty quickly.
Yeah, just getting every single tech
angle
here. Get all the tech right now. Blink being researched, and, you know, those upgrades are still coming. So with this Overseer in the base, you know, he won't be able to see much more. Will he even drop a Changeling? No, is taken out by the Phoenixes. And, you know, we're in that part of the game where Protoss needs to decide what they want to do.
Yeah, I think from now, it's just going to be building a proper composition to make sure that he matches properly and gets a good trade-off. And that may be tough if this Force puts some pressure on. There really isn't a whole lot of units at home.
There is, well, there's, well, here comes the Infestors, and this is the scary part as for us. Right now, there's nothing that you can use to really kill the Infestors, except for those Phoenixes, which might be able to get a couple lifts off. But without that Colossus range, it's going to be hard to hit these Infestors who stay at the back. And look at that wall off. It is like the Great Wall of Protoss there. Can't break for that. Cannons are trying to do as much damage as the Lynx as possible. With the Force Fields.
From behind.
Oh, here come the Infested Terrans laying down eggs all in that probe line. Probe's saying, screw it, we're just going to keep on mining. But, yeah, that's a lot of DPS there. Will Protoss fight it, or will he back off?
All those Infested Terran doing so much damage. The Zealots are trying to fight them. They're actually kind of being funneled into one little spot, so they're not killing that quickly. And these gateways are taking a lot of damage as well. And one goes down, and it looks like two might. Oh, maybe not.
The problem here is, like, all the Zealots are basically going up against free units. None of these Infested Terrans cost anything but energy. Now, sniping 4 gateways right now, all for basically free energy. It was actually a great trade for Ryze. And we can see at the supply, Ryze is still up about 40 supply. And getting that last gateway, it's doing quite a lot of damage to Tubby's production here. Although with a couple of Colossus out, this is going to change the tide of battle.
Yeah, now that those are out, once that Thermal Lance finishes, it's going to be a lot easier. But man, if this attack comes before it's done, it might be tough. And as you said, he lost all those productions, 4 gateways. That's a bunch of warpins that he's missing now.
Definitely.
And you can see he's floating a bit of money because of it.
Right now, just keep on going with those upgrades, but it looks like the Greater Spire is about to complete. And once that's done, it's going to be really hard for the Protoss to even attack into the base, especially with the tech that he has now. Unless he gets a really good, you know, concave, a really nice blink forward to snipe those Broodlords, they're going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, and we have bunch of Corruptors out already, so once this completes, we could see some Broodlords like instantly. There's a lot of gas saved for Ryze. He's preparing for it.
Look at that bank he's got going on there. More Colossus being produced here, quite a number. Yep, so that's about 9 Corruptors right there. 3 of them morphing into Broodlords, and Ryze is getting ready for that endgame Zerg army, Infestor Broodlord.
He actually was supply capped, I believe. That's the reason more aren't warping.
So yeah, just getting those Overlords right now, and looks like Tubby says, uh-oh, it is time to push, but look at those upgrades that Zerg's getting. He's getting the Crackling speed upgrade for even a faster attack speed. He's getting, you know, the melee and Carapace level 3, and Zerg is just looking so strong right now. Yeah, and
actually we see 2 Warp Prisms being created by Tubby here, so we might see some drops or multi-pronged attacks.
And I think
that could be what he needs to get back into this game.
That's exactly.
Not that he's out of the game, but try and get a good footing to propel himself forward.
Definitely. And there's a Colossus, you know, exploiting that range, roasting away at the poor drones here. Here come the Broodlords to defend, but the Colossus are just going to back off. Now getting shot by 1 Corruptor. Might have a blink forward. Oh. Nope. And look at those Broodlings. They just flew in and flew right back. It's actually pretty funny. I've never seen that happen before. But oh my goodness, Phoenixes have been fungled there. Colossus is going to chase off the army. Phoenixes aren't going to die to that fungal yet, but it looks like the first battle is going to go. Blinking in.
Blink forward right underneath the Broodlords, and they're doing quite a bit of damage.
Oh my goodness, the Blinkstalkers have been fungled. Phoenixes have been fungled as well. These Colossus are doing a great damage, roasting away the Broodlings only, though, so none of the actual units are taking any damage here. But it looks like the Zealots are doing a great job on these Infestors, not being able to fungal. Here come the Roaches from behind, sniping the Colossus. Colossus trying to move back, but they are getting taken down. Not enough, though.
Yeah, the Colossus actually come out of that. Oh, and the one does go down.
So it looks like
Ryze are coming in, though. They're going to clean it up, especially with that Crackling upgrade.
Oh my goodness, they're attacking so fast. You can see the shields just like popping up on the Protoss over there. And so Colossus have been surrounded, but they can just step over. But down goes all the Colossus, then there goes all the Stalkers. And now Emma Stone, our Protoss,
60 supply down.
Is down 60 supply.
A fortunate position to be in.
The War Prisms that you were talking about previously, they are now moving across the map.
One actually got caught in that fungal as well, so it's just the one left.
That's way easier to deal with. And here comes the Queen. Oh no, getting fungled as well. I think TubbyTheFat just lost like control of this War Prism. Didn't really see where it was going, and now he's only down to about 7 Stalkers and 2 Colossus. Oh, I don't know how he's going to defend this huge Roach push or Ling push coming into his third base. Trying to set up his fourth, but with these Stalkers getting surrounded, he does have the blink though. We'll be able to blink them back and save those Stalkers.
It doesn't even lose one, which is not quite nice. So if he can get this fourth up, he has a chance to come back in this game. He's only down 50 supply now, so he's bringing it back. He's not too far behind as far as it looks.
Let's just in terms of upgrades though, Zerg is pretty much sitting at 3-3 for his ground army, +1 armor on the Broodlord, so making this Broodlord just a little bit more tanky, getting that +1 air weapons as well, and it looks like the base is really quite well defended with those spine crawlers everywhere. So Zergling's going to be sniping out pylons and baiting Emma Stone's or TubbyTheFat's army out of position. He's going to try to take out these Lings here. He's going to get a blink in to stop the Lings from running away, but the Lings are just so fast right now. And here comes the rest of the army going to wrap around this Protoss ball and blinking in for the Broodlords, trying to get a good one, but getting fungled all of there. But looks like the Infestors are
coming in the back. They're going to catch those Colossus. But they managed to get up on the ledge.
Colossus are in a pretty good position to roast away, but all these Stalkers just not doing enough damage there. Too many Infested Terrans, too many Broodlings. Can't really target down those Broodlords just yet.
Those Infested Terran are getting low on energy, though. If he can just hold out a little bit longer, he has a chance to pop in and take them out.
Surprisingly, there's only 3 Broodlords on the map. I always thought there would be a little bit more, but it looks like a couple of them died in that engagement before. And here comes another Blink 4. We're going to snipe all 3 of these Overlords. Ryze just getting those Overlords just in case there was some sort of mothership that would have been made. But, Tubby hasn't even started on his mothership or his fleet beacon, so has no tech in that sense.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You expect him to be focusing on that car quite a bit before now. Once you see the Broodlords out, you kind of want to check before that.
Another huge Blinken is able to snipe 2, and there goes the 3rd Broodlord going down. And right now is only 1 more Broodlord. I think all the Broodlords going down, and now it's only some Infestors, so oh my goodness. I think Tubby has done it. He is able to take out that really expensive Zerg army. What just happened there?
I think that was what we said. They ran out of energy for the fungals, and those Stalkers just managed to blink in and take them all out, and they couldn't really defend. They couldn't run.
This is actually
quite the turnaround.
Yeah,
so now we have even supply, actually slight lead now for TubbyTheFat.
And as these Stalkers come into the fight, their shields are just going to regenerate. And now with this 4th base on attack, but huge run by Ryze here, going to be able to try to snipe this Nexus, so warping in a couple of Zealots, going to try to defend it. But oh my goodness, those Lynx attack so fast. Oh, well, he traded it for his base too, so, not too bad there.
Even trade, and he's actually keeping quite a supply lead now. So TubbyTheFat right now is in a great position. He's pushing into the 3rd and doing quite a bit of damage. There's some Lynx running in, but with proper blink backs. The Colossus stuck at the back.
Oh, nice around there. Will these Lynx be able to kill these Colossus? No, they will not. Colossus are able to get onto the high ground, kill all the Lynx, and now we only have a couple of Queens defending against this. Corruptor's trying to go in, doing our suicide mission there. We're able to get 1 Colossus, but are taken down by the rest of the Stalkers, and now this 3rd base is under assault. Now look, now it's Ryze who's down by 60 supply.
What a change, so quickly too.
And it looks like, as this Protoss is attacking the 3rd base of the Zerg, there's another Blink Stalker army going to go for that extra 5th base over there. Zealots even getting these drones.
And it looks attack going on.
There's just so much action going on this map right now. And Tubby is looking like he's in a great position. Oh my goodness, the drones. It's a massacre. 60 workers killed for TubbyTheFat here.
And there's not much for Ryze to defend with here. Obviously, the GGS say there's only 18 Lings coming out. There's really not much.
Wow, I was expecting something different there, but TubbyTheFat able to turn it around, so congrats to him. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be coming right back into game number 2 between coL.Ryze and Infinity 7.